This particular video, I want to recap some of the roster moves and injury updates that we got from today's practice that might have been overshadowed by something else. You might already know what I'm talking about. Something we're talking about. So let's talk about the moves that the 49ers have made. Obviously, we knew there's going to be some gymnastics that were going to occur in regards to IR designations, in regards to bringing guys back. So, with that, we got this situation right here where the San Francisco 49ers placed Jonathan Feliciano and Ambry Thomas on injured reserve. We kind of sensed that coming with both of their injuries. And since then, the 49ers have signed three additional players and waived one. Now, they brought it back Rock Sin. So, this was a good move, in my opinion, because I thought he had earned enough and did enough to make the final roster. But obviously, there was some maneuvering that they needed to accomplish. So, they bring him back. Ben Barch, offensive lineman, also comes back. He was kind of in a back and forth with Nick Zakel. And I think Nick Zakel took a lot of strides this year and he beat out Ben Barch. But they still like what Ben Barch offers because he can play center, he can play guard. And so that offers some versatility, especially with Feliciano being down. So you bring back Ben Barch. And then I think the biggest one, which we already know about, was Eric Saubert coming back to be the tight end too, because the 49ers originally just kept Kittle and Tonjes, and even though Tonjes has shown some good things throughout preseason and training camp, I didn't think he was the tight end too. I thought Eric Saubert was. So it was again, I wasn't expecting Saubert to get cut, but they bring him right back, and he is expected to be the tight end two behind George Kittle. So that is good. Also, some other good news on the injury front. We did uh, we were able to hear from multiple reports from training camp or from practice today. It's not even training camp anymore. They're getting ready for week one. Crazy, right? Leonard Floyd returned to practice. So that is fantastic because, boy, did we get a bit of a scare when Leonard Floyd went down with a knee injury against the Raiders. So he returned to practice. So that's good. Ricky Pearsall continues to work through practice. He had a shoulder injury, obviously, and he is still practicing and remains in the blue non contact jersey. Players that weren't seen, D. Winters, who popped up with an ankle after that Raiders game. It doesn't appear he was practicing today. Yetur Gross Matos, the one that was a little bit more significant of an injury with his knee during the Raiders game, wasn't practicing. He was listed as a week to week. So we have to see with that. And then a surprise, no Jawan Jennings dealing with an oblique. And of course, no Brandon Ayuk out there. But working off to the side of practice, you had Christian McCaffrey, who's coming back from that calf. You had Aaron Banks with the broken pinky. He is actually set to return to practice next Tuesday, which puts him in line to start against the Jets. So that's good. That's good news. And then, unfortunately, I guess Isaac Garendo tweaked his groin a bit, and so he was off working to the side. So unfortunate situation there with Garendo, but hopefully he can be back sooner rather than later. But yeah, today was a wild, wild day in regards to news. Just so many things going on for the 49ers. Obviously, signing their practice squad, doing a little bit of the shuffling, the BA drum. You had a little bit of everything today. We had Patrick Willis on the channel. There's so many things um, that happened today, but there were a couple things that slipped through the cracks just based on the recent situation. So I wanted to make sure you guys were up to speed on the things that I didn't cover in the videos that I've made so far today. So that pretty much wraps up the practice updates and everything like that. So Regardless of the other things, we're just hoping for the 49ers to get healthy and get ready to go for this big time matchup against the New York Jets. Obviously, a primetime game. All eyes are going to be on the San Francisco 49ers as they have been all offseason, but in a prime time perspective. And it's going to be a crazy one, but we're that much closer to actual football on the field that matters. So looking forward to that. Let me know what you guys thought. Did anything from this stand out to you? Are you concerned about any of the injuries? What did you make of some of the roster moves today? Obviously, Terrace Marshall was added to the practice squad as well. That was the big signing, the former second round draft pick from the Panthers, only 24 years old. Uh, Pretty promising, to be honest. I mean, all things considered, the fact that he's coming through on the practice squad, not bad, not bad. I don't mind that move at all. So far, the practice squad, I thought they did a good job of building that out. No Danny Gray, no Cameron Latu returning to the 49ers. Danny Gray had kind of posted into his story on social media after kind of removing the 49ers from everything, unfollowing, no Niners or anything on any of his social. And he posted a picture of him like walking out with his bags, and the song title was Philadelphia. So I didn't see if Danny Gray actually signed with Philadelphia. If I pop in a quick little search right here. But yeah, I don't think Danny Gray is currently on the team. So interesting situation regarding his future, but obviously not with the 49ers anymore. Latu obviously goes to the Browns, and we know about the players who got claimed. Schrader to the Rams. You had Kingston to Carolina, and Jalen Graham signs with the Commanders, and Samuel Womack goes to the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. So, a lot of stuff going on today. A lot of to keep us busy in this 49ers world. But again, I wanted to make sure you guys were up to date. If you didn't see my lives earlier or just didn't see any of the updates, I wanted to make sure that we brought them to you and you had the latest information around the San Francisco 49ers. Let me know if any of these moves stood out to you. Let me know what you feel about them in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.